This room is cold.
Oh, hello, Trish.
This room is too cold.
Oh, you know what I think it is?
I do not like being cold.
But I think today is Monday.
It is cold.
Oh,
this room
Trish.
is too cold.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good twilight time, I think is a time of the day. Welcome to Midwest Scumbags, ladies and gentlemen, and anything else out there who may be listening, bugs or otherwise. Probably not a lot of bugs. It is winter time. Winter is upon us, and I just want to start off this episode warning you guys. It's about to get cold, unless you don't live in a geographically cold location. But if the world revolves around the Midwest, which I believe it does, the world revolves around me, then it's going to get cold for me, which means it'll get cold for everybody else. Me, I'm Elliot, by the way, your host this evening. I'm here with my best friend, my companion, my compatriot. His name is Skylar. You know him, you love him. Skylar, how are you doing this week?
I'm cold.
Cold?
It's cold.
Yeah, dude.
It got cold. It got real cold.
Yeah. Fucking Samui Des, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's
Japanese for cold.
Yeah, Samui. Yeah. Or Yuki means snow. Yeah, it hasn't snowed yet, but I've been seeing some fucking flurries, dude. I'm not ready for it. I did not prepare my car like I should have. I haven't done anything that I should have. Been fucking slacking.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, that's the one thing I really hate about winter is having to fucking defrost my car in the morning. Because I like waking up late. I mean, I don't live very far from where I work. It's like a 5-minute drive. So I wake up as late as possible. I really shouldn't do that. I should get up early and like actually do stuff. But I don't do that. I wake up like 30 minutes before I have to go to work. Brush my teeth and do all my morning stuff as fast as I possibly can.
Oh, good.
Pray I'm not hungover because then, some of that stuff gets skipped, or I do it at work.
Dude, hell
Who's
yeah.
gonna know? Who's gonna know?
Exactly. Who's gonna tell on you? You fucking own the business, so...
Right, yeah, totally.
Yeah, exactly. That's the same, that's how I feel, like, when I don't do laundry over the weekend, and then I'm going into work Monday morning with my gimp suit still covered in cum stains, and I'm like, well, nobody's really gonna notice, and what are they gonna do? Like, I'm hiding behind a pig mask anyway. They don't know it's me.
Some people prefer the stains.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it adds, like, to the realism of the situation. Like, if you're punching into work at your 9 to 5, which is a dirty, dirty sex dungeon, which is where I work, unfortunately, but... pays the bills. You gotta. Sometimes you just have to make sacrifices, and those sacrifices mean that maybe you have a cum-stained gimp suit that you wear for a couple days.
That can't be healthy.
No, probably not. Probably not. It's just I've. It's not healthy to not do your laundry. It's a bad idea.
It is. It's bad for just your mental health, and you smell nasty.
Yeah,
especially you have to like rewear shirts, and you spray a little bit of febreeze on it just to try and get the smell out. But it's there. That stink sets in. Yeah,
honestly, I do. I mean, I have a bottle of Febreze constant. That's a must-have in my line of work and life. Really, I like Febreze. It's a good product. Shout out to Febreze. Sponsor us. What's up?
Yeah, please.
I will.
Those fucking whatever the things that make your place smell good. Those like cartridges are super expensive. Please sponsor us.
Yeah.
This one's for like $14 for 2. Come on.
Whew. You guys are bleeding us dry. That's where most of our production budget goes, honestly, is air purifying and air smelling.
Every outlet has
stuff.
At least 1, but 2 if we can fit it. And we have like a, one of those power bank things with like 6 different outlets. Those are all filled. And they're all different smells too.
Yep. want to I want to smell everything and anything.
It truly
than
is an
my-
assault on the senses. But I
honestly,
wouldn't have it any
yeah.
other way. I couldn't have it
Yeah.
any other way. I would kill myself if we didn't do this. I've said this in the show. It's in my contract.
I mean, I figured we're probably gonna kill ourselves eventually anyway. Like, that's really where this podcast leads, is just
Ritualistic
group suicide.
double suicide.
Yeah. That's the logical endpoint of our show. Midwest Scum. I don't know if I said it at the top.
Yeah, you did.
Welcome to the show, everybody. Okay, all right, cool.
Gotta, place our brand.
Yeah,
A very
yeah.
successful, profitable brand.
The one that so many people know, that they're knocking at my door on a daily basis saying, Elliot, you need to record more stuff. And I'm like, guys, come on. Like, I still work a full-time dominatrix position. Well, junior dominatrix. I'm not fully trained yet, but
Make it like
whatever.
part-time. $7.25 an hour.
Yeah, like, I get minimum wage, but I also they justify it because I get tips too, So it's like, if I peg a dude good enough and he hands me like a $50 bill, like, it's okay. It's expected, honestly, for me to do that.
I want to imagine your
But-
boss is like just a regular manager dude, except he has the full suit, but he like has a gimp mask on.
Yeah. Like the old corporate 3-piece, the blazer with the Oxford shirt and a nice understated tie, but yeah, just the gimp mask.
And he's like, Elliot, you only pegged 6 dudes last week. Your numbers are very abysmal. We're gonna need you to at least increase productivity by 25%, if not more. We're all team players
I'm
here.
trying.
Champ.
I'm trying. I've made 2 alt Instagram accounts where, I do e-thought shit and thirst posts constantly. I'm trying to bring people in, but I don't know what it is. Maybe if I got paid more, I could do my laundry and actually get the cum stains out of my uniform. But I gotta make do with Febreeze, and we've plenty of Febreeze in the supply house, but we don't have, I don't know, Tide Pods? Is that what people wash their clothes with?
Yeah, I was meaning to talk to you about that. We're gonna have to cut you off from the Febreze because you've been using way too much. More than I think any human could realistically go through in the time span that you've gone through our stock that we keep, in our BDSM warehouse.
Mm-hmm. The BDSM warehouse.
And and that place is just full of dudes in construction outfit, but they also have gimp suits or gimp masks on, hard hats. I like to imagine it's just you work at a literal fucking huge office building, and everybody that works there is just wearing business casual, but plus a gimp mask, or they have the ball and gag.
The harness with the silver ring clasp in the center with the they're getting fucking deliveries on a semi truck, but the semi truck driver hops out the front and he's in gimp suit too. But then he has the trucker hat on top of the.
Oh sure, you have to know he's a trucker.
Yeah. You see him walking into a truck stop, you know what's about to go down in those public showers for the next 2.5 hours. Just some hardcore Dungeons and Dragons. And that's what brings us to the next segment.
Throw that
is
fucking
something
first
that I haven't
card
thought.
away. We're on to the next bit.
That's right. Move on. You're imagining just go on imagining any mundane kind of job, but just picture that worker with a gimp mask on. That's the premise. The setup and the punchline is us moving on to another joke. So I didn't have anything planned. I'm sorry. If I actually had a joke planned there, it would have been good. We probably would have been a good podcast, a good comedy podcast, if we could actually, like, think on our feet about things.
But people like the self-deprecation, too. They like it when we talk shit about our own show.
Yeah. Man, I hope so, dude. I talk a lot of shit about this show, but it's also,
typically usually while we're doing it.
Yeah. A majority of the show is just me talking shit on myself and the show. So
I think it's warranted.
Hopefully it's
warranted.
Yeah, I mean, we deserve it. Like, for real. Shit. Yeah, it's winter. It's getting towards the end of the year, so it's like award seasons, award show time, and everybody's clapping each other on the back and saying, "Oh, you created this cool thing," or "Oh, you were a part of this cool war," or
people getting online and defending multi-billion-dollar corporations that don't give two shits about them.
Right? Yeah, and they're like, "Oh, you know, Mariah Carey and
people, and celebrities too. Same deal.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
It's everybody's got a favorite, and fuck you if you like anything else.
Yeah.
That's been a big sticking point with this recent the Game Awards were last night. Depending on when this goes up, they were on the 9th or 8th, Thursday of December.
Oh shit. Oh, because it's past midnight right now. Sorry. Yeah.
We're night owls, folks. Get used to it. How else are we going to pay the bills?
Exactly. While you're sleeping with your nice nuclear family and your steady 9-to-5 office job, we're out here grinding, making podcasts, and then in our not spare time, but our main time, going into our fucking sex dungeon jobs that are also 9-to-5. But, we don't run into each other because you're you're a tech support operator for AT&T. Like, when are you ever going to run into another, like, dominate? What's the male version of dominatrix? Dominator?
I guess. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, it must be executor, executrix is the
gimp
feminine
the
of that.
Submissive one.
The gimp, I want to say, is the submissive one.
That makes sense.
I think
gimp. Yeah.
I haven't done all my studying. They gave me a whole fucking packet of, like, here are all the sexual orientations you have to memorize by Monday, and I'm like, I skipped through it. I kind of went to, like, the cool ones that had X's in the name. Or
did you have to, like, do a bunch of watch a bunch of videos, like, onboarding?
Yeah. Yeah, there was the weird fucking, the HR, like, anti-sexual harassment videos, but all the actors in the sexual harassment video situation were all in gimp suits, so it was hard to tell, like, who was the aggressor and who was the victim.
You think that'd be a pretty important video, because, I mean, if your job is all about sex, then where's the line drawn?
Yeah, like, you can, your job is to, like, whip this 50-year-old businessman who comes in every Thursday and call him a fucking baby duck, because that's what really gets him going. But, like, if it's, like, during your lunch break and you sit a little bit too close to one of your coworkers and maybe mention something about Dr. Duckling, like, that's a bit too far, they didn't ask for that. He or she didn't ask for that. You can't tell under the gimp mask. It's very confusing. This is probably the worst job I've ever taken, but
I mean, yeah, it's $7.25 an hour.
I'm figuring it out. Yeah, no.
You think you'd get, like, it'd be like commission based or something?
Yeah. Well, I do get tips, but
okay, so you get paid less than minimum wage, then you get like $3.25 an hour.
Yeah, $3.25 plus tips, but, like, I'm training, so I still have to give half my tips to my trainer. And,
right. Yeah. And you have to claim those too.
Yeah, exactly. I'm getting absolutely ass fucked in my taxes right now, and that is ironic considering the role that I've taken. in this company where I pretty much ass fuck anybody who comes in and asks for it. So, that's just the American dream.
I mean, my favorite BDSM thing is
day.
I asked them to do that thing that they did in that James Bond movie where he takes the belt and slaps his balls with it. That's my favorite. I pay good money for that.
Getting your slapped with a leather belt with like extra holes cut into it so it hurts more.
Yeah. I mean, you want your balls to go through the bottom of the chair. And those are probably already tied off with like a hair tie or a rubber band or something, and then you just have a dude go to town with a leather belt.
Yep.
Hurts at first, but then it starts to feel good, and then you don't really feel anything.
Yeah. Eventually everything goes numb anyway, and, entropy and heat death of the universe, and nothing really matters in the end anyway, so, like, fucking slap your balls with a leather belt. Who gives a fuck,
Anyway, back to the Game Awards.
Sorry to go off about my work. It's really daunting. It's really weighing on me heavily, so I'm sorry. I had to get it out of the way.
It's okay.
Because therapy and stuff, so, like, the Game Awards.
Yeah, we have to change it up because, people's attention span. Not very long. They don't want to hear about, ball slapping and gimp suits and minimum
Chances
wage
are
and taxes, middle management.
I mean, a majority of our audience is, like, hardcore Christian Puritans, so, like...
A lot of Mormons, too.
There's a good...
Surprisingly.
Really? Huh.
Last I checked, yeah. There was a lot of hits in Utah.
Damn. Shout out to Utah. Hat to backwards.
It's like the Midwest of the West.
Yeah, it's like... It is like the Midwest of the West. Holy shit. That's an apt analysis. Anyway, the Game Awards.
Yeah, Game Awards. I feel like we should talk about it since it's
sorry.
It's in the public consciousness right now, at least in, gaming circles. And, it was about what you'd expect. I think Geoff Keighley has done a really good job with it. I didn't even know it existed until 2018, but apparently it's been going on since like 2014.
Really?
Yeah, something like that.
This is okay. Well, I mean, I've heard of I guess I haven't really heard of the Game Awards, but I'm one of those fucking losers who waits for games to go on sale, and then I wait until they become the Game of the Year edition. And it seems like 1,000 games have become Game of the Year editions, or whatever.
That's because there's no regulatory committee that prevents companies from doing that. Like Cyberpunk is going to get a Game of the Year edition. And that game definitely was not Game of the Year when it.
No.
I mean, it's in a better place now. Apparently, there was some. Actually, it was at the Game Awards. There's some DLC they're doing for it.
Oh. I have been kind of keeping up with it because it's on my wish list on Steam. So it's on sale again. The Game Awards started and it was like, oh, Cyberpunk's on sale for half off again, and I'm like, I'm still waiting for a deeper discount.
Yeah.
But I don't know if my PC can run it is the thing, and I missed my opportunity to get the Steam Deck. That was kind of my plan to play it.
You missed it again too, because Steam during the Game Awards, if you were watching live on Steam, they were giving out a Steam Deck every minute.
Are you fucking kidding me? Oh
I
my god.
didn't find out about it till during the show, and by then I was already watching it on my TV, and it would have been a whole thing to get my computer out. What are the odds of winning anyway?
You're sitting there watching it through the Epic Games launcher, and you're just like, wow, fuck me.
Yeah, they don't have an Epic deck, do they?
No, they don't. But they have Unreal Engine.
They do have Unreal Engine.
Fuck them. Whatever. Unreal Engine's it's a good-looking engine. I would like to get my mitts on it to be able to create some games with that engine. But then I'm like, do I have that kind of talent? Can I really create a video game from scratch with just me? No, and probably not. God damn it, the Game Awards. I'm sorry. I keep
no, it's okay. It's all right. It's good to riff a little bit.
What won, like, Game of the Year?
Elden
like
Ring.
Elden Ring. Woo!
Elden Ring, yes. It was the top 5 were, it was Elden Ring, God of War Ragnarok. I want to say Xenoblade 3 was up there too.
Really? It was nominated?
Yeah, it was.
That's
like,
okay. That's a
crazy,
big. Wow.
to be honest.
That's a big ups. Hell yeah.
I think it was Plague Tale, Innocence, the new one, and Horizon. They were the nominees this year. And
Horizon
Elden Ring
Forbidden
took it.
West. Nice. Fuck yeah, dude. That game deserved it. Even though it came out early in the year, it's good. Good.
That game got everybody talking. You know, I think it deserved
it was
it.
huge.
It was, months after people were still, like, oh, fucking, I just made it to Millennia and I'm getting my ass kicked again. This game just doesn't stop. And it doesn't.
No.
It's good all the way through.
Dude, I didn't make it to Millennia. We put a moratorium on Elden Ring until we were done talking about it, but...
Oh, but by the time we were
so
done talking about it, it was already out of the, public eye.
That's true, yeah, it kind of... I'm slow to adopt things. I'm a fucking old man, so,
And it gets hard. It gets really hard. And like,
yeah.
There's a point, I feel like, when you hit about 3/4 of the way that they were like, shit, we're going to have to really up the difficulty here.
The fucking mountaintops of the giants is insane.
Yeah, that's
dude.
what I'm talking about specifically.
That's where I got up to the fire giant, and I just, every time, I fucking ran in there 8 times with 7 different strategies, and I just kept getting fucking pummeled. And it's just like, after everything that I've done so far, 120, 130 hours into the game, and I'm still
it's a long
just getting
game. It's a long
fisted,
game.
man. Ugh. It is. It's it's insane, and I still haven't finished it. And I need to finish it. I think I'm probably gonna. I'll probably get back on. I need to finish Ghost of Tsushima, and then Pokemon. Fuck.
Oh yeah, that game got robbed at the Game Awards. I think it also came out during. I think it released the same year God of War and Red Dead came out.
Oh yeah,
Red Dead
that
2,
makes sense.
And
yeah,
it was one of the top 5 as well.
Yeah,
but
that makes sense.
Yeah, obviously God of War swept that
game's
year.
So good.
God of War also swept this year too. I mean, people can be pissed off all they want. It didn't win Game of the Year, but it won like 5 or 6 different other categories, including like best OST, the best accessibility options. I think it won best action game.
Best accessibility options is a category?
Yeah,
that's wild. Wow.
It's like, apparently you can play it blind. You can play the whole game blind.
What?
Yeah. There's audio cues and everything,
Holy
and then
shit.
like colorblind, you can set everything. It has a lot of. It deserved it. I'll say that.
Wow.
It definitely.
That's
deserved
really
it.
cool. I super respect that. I know I mentioned like Microsoft making controllers for like, physically disabled people and shit like that. That's super cool. I really like that. So,
Yeah, I believe Last of Us
play
2
the
also
whole
won
game.
that category for the same reason. Like there was a ton of different UI options you could, as in controller settings that you could tailor it to. So if you like only have one hand or you don't have a lot of control in your hands, you could still play it fine and have it still be a, it's the difference between like, okay, we put like a super very easy baby mode where you can't die, as opposed to like
journalist mode.
Journalist mode.
Where you crawl, you can just get down and crawl through the game and the enemies don't see you and don't attack you. Yeah.
And there's a difference between that and like actually being able to tailor the game to whatever disability that person may have, as well as still making it fun to play, because that's what games are all about,
Yeah. Yeah. If you're fucking like if you don't have full mobility of your body, trying to play a game like God of War, but it's like, you press one button, it's just like go, that's not that fun. It has to be more interactive than that. So
absolutely.
But it's striking that balance. I mean, that's honestly super respectable. Like I like it. I like it. As much as we throw around the R slur, I honestly
I have a lot of respect for
appreciate
those
these
people.
things. Yeah.
A different kind of
Yeah.
R slur. Respect.
Respect. That's right. RESPEC.
T. And you do know what it means to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
So God of War took a bunch of fucking
yeah, I was gonna
trophies.
mention like one of the highlights of the night was Chris Judge, who plays Kratos. He won best voice actor or like the best act, whatever the equivalent. That was the one Al Pacino. That was the award Al Pacino gave out. So, and like I can kind of see what they were going for with Al Pacino. You know, there's been a big push to recognize video games as art, like movies. So, I can kind of see what they were doing, but maybe Al Pacino wasn't the one they should have got. Maybe it should have been like Jack Black or something.
Yeah.
But having
Jack Black's dipping his toe in video games.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
not as much as Keanu. I heard he's signed on to do some huge AAA game coming up.
Yeah, he
right?
has. Jack Black, he was good in Psychonauts too.
Oh, dude, yeah, that's right. He was inside. I was thinking of Tony Hawk, where he
it was
the
Officer
role of
Dick.
Officer Dick. Yeah.
but no,
but yeah,
Chris Judge fucking
Psychonauts.
went up on stage and he like rambled for almost 8 minutes straight.
What?
I thought he was drunk. Like I legitimately thought he was drunk. Maybe he didn't think he was gonna win. I mean, the chick that played in Plague Tale Innocent, I don't know. I haven't played God of War, so I can't really compare the performances. But I can say her performance in Plague Tale was like excellent. I mean, it was just really good. She carried the game. I mean, every character in that game did, but she's the one you play as, so
yeah,
she carried it. Anyway, Chris Judge goes up on stage and he's like thanking every single person in the industry. He's thanking his mom. He's thanking, you know, Corey Barlog, whatever his name is. He's thanking Sony Santa Monica, and like at a point they start playing music, I think, to try and be like, wrap it up, dude.
To play him off stage.
But it like inspired him to, because it was like really, it's like good, you know, whatever music, and it was like it inspired him to continue his speech, and it was really funny in retrospect. But I was watching live chat at the time, and people were like, "What the fuck is this guy doing?"
That's awesome, man. You see, we get the stupid fucking Oscars and Hollywood and movies, like, oh, you get the Will Smith slap, but that's all I heard about the Oscars. But like the Game Awards, that, you know, instead of pulling stupid or like, I mean, I haven't seen his speech, but if he was just going off on a hardcore rant thanking a bunch of people, that's awesome. That's super cool. That's what you should do with an acceptance speech.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it wasn't, you know, like, I didn't feel like a lot of people are saying now, well, he's just like, you know, he likes to smell his own farts and whatever. He's narcissistic. He's got a big. I didn't get that from the speech. It just sounded like I think what happened is like nobody told him how long the speech could go on, and there wasn't any, you know, stage managers or anything being like, hey, wrap it up. So they played the music to try and signal it, but it just, you know, inspired him to go on.
I mean, funny. Yeah, if you're going on a roll talking about shit, you're up there making a solo podcast to the world, and then somebody starts playing some dope music behind you, you're like, okay, yeah, fuck, whatever I'm doing is right, so let me just keep spitting words out. Yeah. Good for him, dude. I hope he thanked, like, the entire cast of Stargate SG-1.
No, he did not.
No? Oh.
But it was nice he recognized, like, the animators and the, you know, developers and stuff, the people that don't get that recognition, that public-facing, you know, recognition.
Yeah.
So, that was nice.
That's awesome. I mean, I haven't played Ragnarok, but, I mean, the last God of War, the one that, when he took over the voice, I mean, that performance, so good, dude. Holy shit.
He's got a really, like, smooth, like, butter voice.
It blew me away.
And his Kratos, you know, is very,
cool.
very, I don't even know the voice actor of the original Kratos, but...
I mean, yeah, me neither, because I didn't really... I think I watched you play God of War 3.
Yeah.
And then I've seen bits and pieces of 1 and 2, of course, but, like... His voice was, he was like a young, angry, I'm gonna get vengeance.
And that voice actor did a really good job with that.
Yeah, he did a great job. But, like, the evolved, like, super grown-up, matured I'm fucking in Asgard world, Midgard, Kratos, dude. He's like a hardened, just a bad motherfucker now, dude. It's crazy. I really want to fucking get Ragnarok, but I have to get a PS5.
Yeah, that's where I'm at with it, too. I mean, it's probably going to come to PC eventually. Sony's been pretty good about doing that, to do these staggered releases.
Yeah.
For their, some of their first-party titles.
Mm-hmm. Good on them. Because, like, can we just fucking end this, like, platform exclusivity at this point? Like, I get it. Mario is always going to be on a Nintendo console, but you know, these other games that aren't like explicitly like, yeah, Kratos he's Sony's property, but it's like he's also just a fucking dope ass character. If you grew up with just an Xbox, you looked at Kratos as like, oh, that's a fucking awesome dude. Kind of like, I didn't play any of the Halo games, but like, I know Master Chief is a fucking cool dude. Like, he's just a dope fucking character.
He's a gaming icon, yeah. I totally agree with that.
He's a gaming icon.
He was a gaming icon
Kratos
before
that level.
the reboot. Or the sequel, however you want to call it.
Yeah, exactly. Where I feel like we're entering this age, not to get too woo-woo, mystical, crazy, weird for a second, but like, we're entering an age where like, the real actual good art and entertainment and stuff is in video games at this point. Like, yeah, I bitched about like games being $70 now, but like, that's fucking, look at Elden Ring. I've put in over 100 hours into this and I still haven't beat it. Whereas like, you would pay $15 to see hour, maybe 2 hours of a movie, and it's like, can that movie even draw you in as deep as something as an interactive medium? Like, I feel like it's the age of movies is gotta step down as like the ultimate, what you think of as luxury entertainment, I guess.
Are you saying gamers should rise up?
Yes,
as the
what
de
I'm saying
facto
is right
medium.
now. What I'm saying is that everybody listening to this podcast right now needs to go out and buy a gun.
It transcends the platform. It transcends the medium.
Yeah, no,
they do, and I think
I don't know if that makes sense. What the fuck I just said?
No, it does, and I think that's why the Game Awards is important. Online, I see a lot of people be like, "Oh, it's just super cringe, and it's just corporations sucking each other off." I mean, that's what the Oscars are. That's what the Emmys are.
Yeah.
Why can't video games have their own, thing? We'll have our own Will Smith slap eventually. I mean,
exactly.
The big thing that happened, I guess, kind of similar to that, is some dude went up on stage with Miyazaki when he was accepting the award, and then like it was some kid. He just like walked up there with them.
What?
Yeah, this was like at the end of the show, and this kid walks up.
What?
Yeah. He like gets up with them when they're going up on stage. He lets Miyazaki give his speech, and after he's done, he goes up to the mic and he's like, "I want to thank my former Orthodox rabbi Bill Clinton." And then they like cut his mic, and security came and took him off stage.
He just walked up there.
Yes,
to,
he just
like,
walked
troll,
up with them,
and nobody said anything the whole time.
I mean, like the two Japanese men that went up with Miyazaki, they were like looking at him weird. I didn't think anything of it, but I was already a little drunk by that point, so I didn't think anything of it until after the fact, and it was like blowing up on social media and everything. Like, who the fuck is this kid? And yeah,
he just went up to just troll, and like nobody stopped him. They didn't.
No,
like,
yeah, I mean, it's good he wasn't like gonna shoot up the place or something.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it could go bad for sure, but like maybe that tells you.
And he let dude do the full speech. He didn't like interrupt him or anything, but still, yeah. I bet next year security's gonna be a bit tighter.
I hope so. Because that's silly.
Yeah,
that's
it would
really
just be,
silly.
It'd just be real bad.
I mean,
but yeah, look up that clip after this. It's crazy. It's like just, and what he says, it's like he just was trying to think of something on the spot. Maybe he was trying to be anti-Semitic, and that was what came out, or maybe he got cold feet. I don't know. It was just like, what?
He was like, oh shit, I just walked up here. I had this idea. Like, maybe his friend was like, dude, fucking go on stage and say something about, like, Bill Clinton and Kanye West. And he was like, yeah, fucking bet. I'll fucking do it. And he's like, no, you won't,
That lad
pussy.
did it.
He's
He
like,
did.
yeah, I am. And they're like, hey, Miyazaki. And then everybody's cheering. And he's like, all right, fucking put up or shut up. You know what I'm saying? Go on stage and say shit into a microphone. Nobody's gonna stop you. It's the video game awards. You think the bouncers are like actual jack dudes? No, they're all neckbeards.
Like Jeff Keighley's gonna come out and fucking like pile drive you now.
Yeah, no.
I mean, Hideo
Come
Kojima
on.
was there, so I guess he could have done something.
Oh, nice. He could have fucking CQC'd him. That would be sick. I would love to see that. Hideo going up and grabbing him by the elbow and then like flipping him over a wooden bridge. While he, the kid grabs Hideo's bandana, of course, but...
Right, and breaks his arm in like 3 different places.
Yeah. And then eventually that kid comes back and does, like, Operation Snake Eater, but we're 20 years into the Game Awards at this point.
Yeah, and Hideo doesn't want anything to do with Metal Gear anymore. He's done.
Yeah.
He said as
too
much,
bad.
like, he doesn't like people bringing it up on shows or anything like that. He doesn't like people bringing up Konami or anything. He's like completely
Man,
separated himself from it.
I get fucking mad respect, dude. That dude is an artist and he is focused on whatever his fucking project is. He's like, yeah, I created the fucking one of the coolest games ever.
He
Coolest
created a game
series
genre.
ever, but
He created
Yeah.
2 game genres. Like he made the tactical espionage action. And I guess if you count whatever Ground Zeroes and whatever that was, it was something else, espionage action.
Tactical
something.
action shit. Yeah, now that you say that, I don't remember.
Yeah, it wasn't tactical.
It was a little bit
espionage
different.
action, but something different. But he made those, and then he made a Strand type game. Now he's doing some kind of weird cloud thing with Microsoft, and of course he's doing Death Stranding.
Ooh. So he's doing a sequel to Death Stranding for real.
Yeah, there was a trailer at the Game Awards actually.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I need to watch it.
It
'Cause
made no
Death
sense.
Stranding was so good.
Made no sense to me at all, but Norman
Yeah.
Reedus is back, so
That's
cool.
Huh. Okay, so it will be a continuation. All right, that's interesting.
yeah.
I want to know. Okay, I want to know where it goes because fucking Death Stranding was so goddamn good, dude. I can't even talk about anything without spoiling things. God damn it. Alright, I'll shut up. But fuck. I'll probably watch the Death Stranding 2 trailer and still be as confused as you are. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Like
right.
maybe I'll recognize a couple of the characters, but that dude.
But yeah, that was a
That
big
game
one.
is so fucking crazy.
Yeah, that was a big one. The big announcement.
So a sequel to that. Oh my god, it's gonna be okay. All right.
And then he was like, "Yeah, I'm also
stoked.
doing some other stuff, not just Death Stranding." I think he was talking about whatever project he has going on with Microsoft, because he's using their whatever servers for
He's
some
gonna remake
cloud-based.
Metal Gear, but it's gonna be in the Halo universe. So it'll be.
I wish they would give the
Master
Halo franchise to him. I really do, at least to write the story, because I've heard Infinite was
Could
not
you-
good. 5 wasn't good.
Ah, damn.
I don't think the story's been good since 3. And the show
That
kind of
sucks.
sucked ass. Actually, the show really sucked ass. The show was very major disappointment. I got fucking Paramount Plus to watch it because I was like, yeah, this should be good.
No!
I waited till it was all out.
They tricked you.
But
They got you.
yeah. The upside to that is I
Sucked
got to
you
watch
in.
the new Beavis and Butthead, which was excellent.
Ah,
so,
shit. I want to see that. Fuck.
So there was a bright side to that.
Mhm.
But yeah. Other highlights from the Game Awards: Hades 2 was announced.
Oh, man.
Super hyped
Okay.
for that.
That's gonna be sick. I didn't finish Hades 1 because I suck, but I got close. So
I got
that'd be cool. That'll be cool.
I didn't get the final true ending, but I saw the
Final true
credits
ending?
roll, and there's still more
Oh.
to do after that.
I mean, if you beat the last boss, like, then good. I don't know what's beyond. Fuck it, Hades spoilers. You fight your dad at the end, right?
Yeah.
I've always gotten to that boss. I got to phase 2 of that boss fight.
Yeah, because he fucking dies, and then he's like, fuck no,
Yeah.
comes back.
I
full
thought I
health.
did it, dude. Oh my god. Like, because I had real trouble. I suck at roguelikes. They're really fun, but I suck at them. And that's why I don't play them a lot, because they just get me pissed off. But yeah, I got to I beat like phase 1, and I was like, oh, I fucking did it after so many. I was like 50, 60 runs in before I even got to that point. Maybe that's exaggeration. Probably about 45, 50.
Yeah.
But still, I finally beat that point. I'm like, oh, I fucking did it. And then no, he comes back, and then like I lost my shit and fucking just got rammed. And then I just can't face it any further, because it's demoralized me
Yeah.
to the point
and
that
it does
I feel
take
like
a while
little
to get
fucking
back to
bitch.
that point too.
Yeah. And I just haven't mastered the other weapons. Like, I feel good with like the fists, but I feel like the fists aren't the best weapon, right?
I think the first time
I
I
don't
beat
know.
him, I was using the railgun.
Really?
Yeah.
See, that's the one I just cannot fucking get
Yeah.
the handle of.
I can't remember,
get the
but
hang of
I
it.
got enough. I got the right combination of boons where I could just spam that like artillery shot, and that was my bread and butter
okay.
for the whole run.
Huh. Damn. Okay.
But yeah, that was
I get
yeah.
pretty far, but I think the spear was the run that I got him to face.
That one's also a good one. That
The
and
spear is
the
really
bow was another one.
The bow, I do pretty well with the bow too,
Mhm.
but I still don't.
The shield
get-
is the one I couldn't get quite. I couldn't ever get the right combination of boons to make it work. I beat
Yeah.
I beat Hades with it once or twice maybe, but it wasn't one I ever picked unless it had the 25% more coins or whatever you got.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, that was
The
another
shield
one I
is
was
sick,
hyped
I
for.
liked it, but,
They showed
so Hades
fucking
2 is
Ken
sick.
Levine's new game.
Oh man,
BioShock.
What has he been up to?
Yeah.
He hasn't done a whole lot since Infinite, right?
He hasn't done anything since Infinite. He started
Hasn't
up a
done
game
anything.
studio,
Oh.
and then I don't know if he's been working on this game since then, or if they like had to go through multiple iterations, because he opened the studio when it was still 360, PS3, then went through a whole generation of consoles, and now his new game is PS5, Xbox Series X exclusive.
Ah, okay.
And it looks like BioShock.
Good.
I mean, it has like the
Oh,
same art
man.
style. I have no idea what's going on in any of it.
Huh.
It looked like there was some kind of plasmid kind of thing that, you have like a power in one hand and a weapon in the other.
Uh-huh.
So it looked interesting.
Huh.
I mean, it's definitely going to be one I'll check out when it, I'll watch the trailers and shit for it as they come out.
That's
So that
sick.
seemed pretty good. I think it's called Judas.
Judas.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Huh.
like some sort of weird. I mean, it kind of, Rapture-esque. The city, it looked like some kind of destroyed city
Ah.
that you were going
okay.
around in, some futuristic cyber tech, whatever.
I'm definitely gonna have to look into that, because fuck, dude. BioShock, all the BioShock games got
Oh
me.
yeah, they were all really good.
Got me in my core, dude. Yeah. Atomic Heart looks fucking sick.
Oh
too.
yeah, that was shown.
I think
too.
that's coming
Yeah,
out
that game
next
looks
year, right?
awesome.
And
Fucking,
that's what it gave me heavy BioShock vibes. So
Yes.
what were you gonna say? I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. I was gonna say Mick Gordon's doing the music for it.
Oh.
He did Doom.
Oh,
Doom.
he did Doom. Yeah, I was
Doom,
gonna say I have
2016 as well.
Yeah. Oh my god, I have those. I have one of those OSTs saved.
Yeah.
As a Spotify playlist.
All his
that
shit is
album
good.
saved because it's so fucking good. Yeah.
So they showed some of that. It's looking pretty crazy. I mean, Soviet-esque, whatever,
Ooh,
future.
Yeah. With all the fucking robots and shit
Yeah.
that are free. Yeah. It's gonna be. Oh man.
So that one
I'm
looked good. That
excited.
was another
That's
one
a
to be
big one
hyped
coming
for,
out,
I
right?
think.
Yeah.
Let's see what else was there. That was the Dead Cells X Castlevania crossover. That looks kind of cool.
They're fucking doing so much shit with Dead Cells, dude. That's a fun game. I was okay at it. I got through like 2 or 3 bosses, I think, at a time, maybe 4. But
I made it up to the last boss once, and I died, and it like took me forever to do that, and I was just so defeated I couldn't bring myself to pick it up after that. It's my Hades. It's my personal Hades.
that's fair. Yeah, it's super fun. But they've done crossovers with like every other big indie game that's come out in the last 2 or 3 years, right?
They literally have.
Like literally,
Even if it's like just
I
a
think they did a
weapon or-
Terraria thing. They did like I know they did a thing with Curse the Dead Gods. That was a cool one. That was kind of like Hades. I think did they do one with Hades?
I don't know. I don't know if they did one with Hades. I couldn't say.
I can't remember. I can.
It's
load
been a
up
while
Steam
since I
right
played
now,
it.
But, It's a cool ass game though, and they're still like constantly updating it.
Yeah, I know that's
Shit,
definitely a labor of love kind of game that they just keep working on it. They keep putting new shit in, and it's still fun. The formula's fun. Pretty good roguelike if you're interested in that. Baldur's Gate 3 was also shown.
Oh shit. Okay. I've been trying to keep track of that because I'm incredibly hyped for Baldur's Gate 3
God, the
to be
fucking
completed.
facial animations and just animations in general look insane
Oh
in that
my
game.
God.
It looks crazy.
It looks so fucking good, and it's like actually adapting D&D 5th edition
Yes.
to like a game, which is madness. It's crazy to think that like it's completely transposing it, so it's like you could actually kind of play a D&D game without having to have friends.
Yeah. I mean, if
That's
you
why
like
I'm
stuff
so
like Mass
excited about
Effect or
it.
anything like that, where you can have a single-player story that you can play through multiple times, and the story's different, it can be markedly different every time you play it. That seems to be the vibe that it's going for.
Yeah. Oh shit. Okay. I shouldn't have opened up Steam. I'm sorry. I've got Dead Cells update, Hades update, Elden Ring 1.6 gig update.
Yeah, they added the Colosseums finally.
Oh man.
To the, how there were some scattered about and you couldn't go in them. Now it's like a PvP dedicated arena.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
And the really cool thing, I haven't played it myself yet, but in the trailer at least, they showed that you could use spirit summons, so like you could just have Pokemon battles with your spirit ashes.
That's fucking cool. Man.
I'm just looking at...
Probably have to fucking get back into Elden Ring after this,
Yeah,
dude.
I know.
Like...
Let's see what
Finish
else. I'm just
her
looking
up.
at all the stuff that was shown. Jedi Survivor, that looks pretty decent. Fucking the first one, Fallen Order, that was a really fun game, I thought.
Yeah.
Just Metroidvania, but set in the Star
Nice.
Wars universe.
Yeah.
I don't
With
really
the
care
dude
about the
from-
lore or anything, but
Uh-huh.
I like space wizards and space knights fighting each other against
Yeah.
Nazis, space Nazis.
Like space sword fights are pretty cool.
That was the
Like-
one thing about it. There weren't a whole lot of, it's after the fall, Order 66, so there aren't any Jedi. Besides,
yeah.
the ones we know about and him, Cal Kestis. But,
Which is the main dude. He's like the gay brother in Shameless.
Yeah,
TV show.
yeah.
Yeah. So I saw him as that first, so I'm like, man, I'm gonna have to go into, if I play Fallen Order just the whole time, thinking of him having gay sex. So that's cool. That's fun. I'm sure I could detach at some point and just
Yeah.
if you
I mean, his
You
performance in that
disassociate
game
enough.
is nothing to write home about, but the gameplay was fun.
Nice.
And I mean, it looked, pretty cool. He had like Kylo Ren's stop time move, and you could like grab the blaster bolt and throw it back. So that's fun.
Oh, that's cool. Okay. Nice. So Kylo Ren is just a copycat.
Yeah, basically.
Piece of shit. Wow. He was probably watching. He probably played Jedi Fallen Order and then was like, oh, I guess I could do. No, that came out after, right?
Yeah,
I
it
don't know
did. It
anything.
did.
We're not getting into Star Wars.
Not this
Fuck it.
episode.
Game Awards.
Next game.
Sorry.
Game Award.
Back
Biggest,
on the
probably the
Game
biggest
Awards.
announcement, actually. Armored Core 6.
Oh shit! Really?
Yes, Fires of Rubicon.
Wow.
And the trailer hyped me up. I played Armored Core like on a demo disc on the PlayStation 1. So I have no attachment to the series at all, but man, that fucking trailer just kicked ass and made me want like super hyped for it. It's from Soft, so
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. I mean, they've been doing that game for years, and they stopped doing it after Dark Souls because, you know.
Yeah, the Dark Souls formula works, obviously.
So now they're going back to do Armored Core with all of their experience with Dark Souls stuff. So I'm sure it's gonna be another, you know, Game of the Year contender.
Super cool. Yeah. That's gonna be sick, man.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
It's really exciting, year coming up for gamers.
Hell yeah.
I mean, we were talking about it the other night. There's like the Resident Evil 4 remake, Tears of the Kingdom, the new Fire Emblem. Trying to think.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a ton of stuff just coming out, and this is all like before summer. So it's a stacked year, and then with all the stuff that's being released now, I think now we're getting out of like the games that were developed during COVID, or the games that were pushed back because of COVID.
Yeah.
And they're all starting to come out and release or be announced.
Yeah, about time. About time we get over the fucking whatever the fuck happened the last 2 years.
Yes.
Just, you know, get back to the fucking video games. I saw that, like, Todd Howard did Lex Friedman's podcast. I didn't watch it.
Oh, really?
But I've seen clips from YouTube of, like, Todd Howard explains Skyrim NPCs to Lex Friedman. I'm like, what? How does Lex Friedman's, like, a super smart genius, like, real life issues fixing and science guy, you know? What does the Skyrim dude have to do with it? So I'm gonna have to listen to that one. That's a podcast wreck from your number one podcast boy. That's me.
That is you.
Yeah.
I'll throw my own little personal opinion with the Game Awards. My own little drama is I think Xenoblade 3 got fucking gypped. I think the award for... I didn't think it was going to win Game of the Year. I was honestly happy that it got nominated.
Yeah,
like, that's huge for a niche Japanese Japanese RPG.
Yeah, for sure.
The fact it was even in the top 5, going up against, you know, God of War, Elden Ring, for Horizon, and Plague Tale, which are, I'm sure, I know a few of them are great games, and I know some of them others are probably good in their own right. I didn't silence my phone, god damn it.
Yep, I totally heard that.
Shit.
Fucking loser. Getting your grinder notifications.
Yeah, that's what that
is. Because I totally know what the sound of that notification is. Well, I mean, that sucks that Xenoblade got robbed, but
it deserved best OST, I think. I haven't listened to God of War. I'm sure it did too. Not saying it didn't.
I'm sure, but it can't win everything, you guys.
That's what I'm saying. It won like 5 or 6 things.
Yeah.
Xenoblade didn't win anything.
It just came out. We're still in the honeymoon phase of God of War Ragnarok right now, you guys. It takes it takes time to consume a piece of work, and then like you have to wait and reflect on it and let your unconscious think about like, oh, maybe this wasn't executed in the best way or something, like just critique, you know.
Yeah, right.
It's still too early to really critique something this great, and I'm sure that it's fucking fantastic. I'm not trying to say that the new God of War is like a shit game. I'm sure it's fucking grade A top choice meat, but you can't really fully appreciate something until you ingest it and then digest it and then regurgitate it.
Yes, exactly.
You know, I don't know. Maybe that's just my thoughts. Maybe that's what I think.
I'm just
is
saying it won
anemic
like 5 or 6
fucking-
different things. It wouldn't
Yeah.
have been any harm to let
Yeah.
Xenoblade take best OST, because the OST in that game is amazing. Every song in that game was like a banger.
Oof. Man.
And I mean, I'm glad it got to be a Game of the Year nominee. I almost think it was just so that they could throw the soundtrack into their orchestral medley that they do at the end, where they play like the biggest songs from each game in one performance.
Yeah. Show off, like, you got to give orchestra people some kind of jobs these days. You know, there's got to be somebody.
I mean,
out
in
there
Xenoblade's case, like the entire thing was done by an orchestra.
Yeah.
But I'll say the dude that played the flute went
orchestra?
super hard.
Nice,
Which
dude.
was important because that was the big part of the game. Is Noah and Mio are offseers, and they send people off by playing a little melody on their flute. So, and plus, it was the only game that had an electric guitar in the orchestra.
Nice.
So
that's fucking awesome. Hell yeah, dude. Fucking anime music is so good.
Yeah.
Like, I hate saying it, but it's so good. I watched this, instead of, like, actually writing my book or, like, doing things that I should be doing, I fucking have been binging anime. Fucked up my circadian rhythm and, whatever. But, like, I watched this one called Domestic Girlfriend. Dramatic romance, whatever. The opening song is a fucking banger, dude. I don't even know the title of it because it's in Japanese. My Japanese is not good enough to read it, but maybe I can pull it up here. In my weeb clown shit playlist. Shout out to my Spotify. If you know how to follow me and see everything that I'm listening to on the daily, then go for it, because I think I listen.
just
to
put
cool
it in the
shit.
description.
Oh yeah, you're right. My own personal fucking
Yeah.
Instagram and Facebook accounts. Yeah, Kawaki wo I meku. Anyway, it's a fucking dope song, and it's like, but it's like a piano piece, but it's also, they go hard, dude. I don't know, anime music is crazy. So, like, JRPG music is like anime music on steroids, because it's an anime game, basically, most of the time. If that, does that follow?
No, yeah, I agree. I mean, like Final Fantasy, for example, like all their games have excellent music. Kingdom Hearts is known for its really quality.
Kingdom Hearts does have some fantastic music that I've heard. I haven't.
Vector
played
to the Heavens is like such a great song, and it's also an awesome song name. That's one of the ones I know off the top of my head from Kingdom Hearts.
Vector of the Heavens.
Vector to the Heavens.
Vector to the Heavens. Ooh, even more so you're taking math and you're trying to find God through math. Isn't that
Spoilers
that's a
for
sexy
JoJo Part
idea.
6.
Oh, I'm just like putting 2 and 2 together.
Yeah.
Okay. I need to finish JoJo. Shit. Fuck.
Yeah, Part 6 ended. It was really good.
Oh,
Very
nice.
faithful to the manga.
What was it called? Stone
Ocean. Yeah.
Stone
Her stand
Ocean.
is stone free,
Ocean.
but
What does that mean?
it's the name of a song. Or a band.
Okay.
Or something. I don't know.
I don't know music anymore, dude. I've dumped all of my music knowledge out of my brain to make room for
Video games.
for video games and like voice actors and their names and like I don't know what I've been doing recently. Nothing. My own fucking creations.
It's a Jimi
and
Hendrix
shit, dude.
song. Stone Free.
Oh, I should have fucking known that. Wow,
Yeah.
I'm a loser,
I
you
didn't
guys.
either, so.
I'm a fucking loser. Wow. Okay. That's cool. So she can like what turn into the ocean.
No, her stand. No,
I
it's
don't
like
know what
not
her
related
shit
at all.
does.
Her stand can
Oh,
like
okay.
unweave itself like yarn.
Oh.
And she can do like a bunch of, whatever crazy shit with it. Like one thing she'll like use it to like kind of like a, how you have two aluminum cans and you can hear through the string. She'll do that with it.
What?
Like
so she can like listen to people with a can?
Yeah. Well, with her the string, she like has it go from her ear.
Oh,
or her
okay,
stand's
okay.
ear, and she can hear what her stand hears. Yeah.
No can required.
Yes.
But it's like a can. Okay. The magic part. All right.
Yeah,
all right,
yeah.
all
It's,
right. I'm trying to analyze it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's something you have to see for
awesome.
yourself, because she does a lot of really crazy stuff with it. Like, this is like part 6. Part 5 is where he gets really crazy with the stands. And they do have really specific use cases, like, for example, Black Sabbath. He has like an infinite range, but he can only move in shadows.
Oh, that's cool.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
Just stuff like that.
That's spooky. Wow, shit.
Yeah, it gets crazy.
Could you go, if he was your enemy, could you go your whole life without entering some kind of shadow area? No.
No, you couldn't.
You would have to fight him for sure.
I mean, you'd be fucked at night.
Confrontation. Yeah, like it's all shadow. Homeboy could just like hug you to death with his presence.
Yeah, if the
right?
events in part 5 had transpired at night during that part, I mean, Giorno would have been fucked. Right, there's no way. No way he would have
I don't know
that.
what you mean, but yeah, all right. This is part
5.
You say part 5,
Yeah.
but Stone Ocean Chick part 6.
Oh, so yeah, Stone Ocean's part 6.
I lost track.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No,
I'm still way behind. I only
Yeah.
finished part 3, and then I started 4, but it, I think I explained it before.
Right, it's
on
a
the
lot
podcast.
different.
You guys can go
Plus,
back and
part
listen
3
to
is a bit of a
episode like
slog
2
to
or
get
3.
through, so
Yeah, it's a long one. But part 4, the beginning, it's a slow beginning.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay, this guy's really Japanese. Like, he's real, slice of life Japanese student. Like, not so much as Jotaro, but like
that was like 1 or 2 episodes.
Josuke was like, yeah. It was like, hey, here's Kakuin, and he's like, hey, I'm gonna fucking fight you out of nowhere because I'm strong and I have this fucking stand, and I know you have a stand, and
he had an evil
Jotaro's
flesh
like,
bud
I'm
that
not
was
gonna.
implanted into him by Dio.
Yeah, God, fucking shit.
Yeah, you need to
I
get on
walked
the
away
JoJo
from
train
JoJo
again,
because
bro.
it's so crazy. I walked away because it's so crazy.
It gets so much
And
better. It gets so much
God
better.
damn it, dude. I'm so far behind. What am I doing spending my life not watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? What am I doing?
know. I
Trying to
ask
find
myself
like
that
a
every day.
wife, or trying to get a girlfriend? Useless. I could be watching JoJo.
You could be watching JoJo. You should be watching JoJo. That's all our fans. It's not gay. It's only kind of gay.
It's not. I mean, it's
but
a
once you
little
get up to
bit
part
gay.
6, it's like it's gay but women.
Oh, nice. Okay. So like, it's a long game. You
Yeah.
suffer through like the hardcore gay, and then like the softening, less gay of like part 5.
No,
I
part
assume,
5 is
and
more
then-
gay,
no.
if anything.
Oh, okay. So it gets super, super gay. Like, climax is gay in part 5, and then it's like, okay, here's the payoff. You made it through all the gayness. Now here's some like lady gayness.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Right?
I mean, definitely. I mean, the first
Nice.
episode, you see Jolene's ass.
Nice.
And they had to cut it out. Like, they had to cut so much out of part 6 because there was so much, like, reference to pop culture in it. Like, in the, like, beginning, she gets thrown in jail, and then she's talking to her, like, jailmate, and she's like, I'm so embarrassed, I got caught masturbating because the guy looked like Tom Cruise. The prison guard looked like Tom Cruise. And then there's this whole thing with Disney and this theme park that's like a Disneyland light, and this guy's like, well, this ain't shit. It ain't Disney if it don't have Mickey or something like that. It's there's a lot of that, just a lot of And a lot of that got
Holy
cut out,
shit.
you know, on top of having to rename all the stands because they're all song names.
Yeah, they're all intellectual property.
Yes. Yes, they all are. Unfortunately, they did get to keep Made in Heaven. They just changed it to
nice.
Maiden, like Iron Maiden.
Ah,
Made in Heaven.
Made in Heaven. MAIDEN.
Yes.
As opposed to MAID space IN.
I can't remember what they changed because they had a Limp Bizkit, but I can't remember what they changed it to.
Limp Bizkit.
Yes.
Shit, Fred Durst. Did anybody show up with like a backwards red hat?
I don't think so, but I mean, it's very.
Damn.
It's set in the. I want to say it's set in the early 2000s, so.
Yeah, so the prime of Limp Bizkit.
Yes.
God damn. I want to go listen to some Limp Bizkit now. Fuck.
That's how
Not
you know it's a
really.
Midwest podcast, folks.
Yeah.
Limp Bizkit was a big part of our childhood.
Bizkit.
It was like mandatory listening. That's what we had in our music classes in elementary school.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like, here's the recorder. And then you had to, you know,
You had to
actually
play
the recorder
chocolate
was
starfish and the hot dog flavored
one-
water.
I was gonna say the recorder was before my time. I didn't actually do the recorder thing. By the time, it was more like my older brother. They did a recorder thing.
I had to
but-
do the recorder. It was hell. I hated
You had to
it.
do the recorder?
Yeah.
Man, that shit is the, like, worst sound in the world,
Yeah,
dude. I'd
terrible.
rather fucking listen to seals giving birth than fucking listen to recorder music.
Yeah.
Why is it called a recorder? It doesn't record anything. It's like a stupid, nasty, dumb flute
It's a
that doesn't
shitty
even sound
flute.
good. It's a shit flute, dude. Fuck the recorder. And fuck whoever invented it. I don't know who it was. Even if he was somebody cool. Even if it was Beethoven. And he was like, I composed all this great music. Also, I made the recorder. Fuck
It
him.
makes sense because he
did-
couldn't hear it.
Yeah. He didn't even know. Fucking Beethoven. Come on, dude. What the fuck was wrong with you inventing the recorder? The official person who invented the recorder. Ludwig von Beethoven, I think is his name.
Or his
I
name
don't
was
fucking know what
Jonathan
Beethoven's name is.
Recorder.
Jonathan Recorder. And he sold the idea to the deaf Beethoven, and Beethoven was too busy. He was like banging his piano, fucking knocking out these incredible compositions, and Jonathan Recorder walked in. Is that what he said? I already
Jonathan
forgot what he said.
Recorder.
Jonathan Recorder,
Known him as
the
Johnny
actual
Record.
inventor of the recorder.
By his friends.
And he's here trying to sell some bullshit flute to a man who's too busy, balls deep in genius composition, to be like, oh, okay, this guy isn't gonna take advantage of me and smear my name, drag my name through the mud for inventing this fucking stupid shit flute. Fuck the recorder, dude.
I think that's a good note to
Official.
end the podcast on, is fuck the recorder. It's a shit instrument. I'm sorry if children still have to play it today. If your music teacher forces you to
If
play
your
the
ears
recorder, there are way
bleed.
easier ways to learn scales. And,
Fuck. Ugh.
whatever. Way
Done.
easier ways. Way better sounding ways.
Yeah, God, dude, fucking play anything.
Just buy every
Anything
child a
else.
piano. A grand piano.
Just learn the piano. Can we fund pianos? I mean,
I want
I
every
think we
child
need to bring
in
back
America to have
bagpipes,
a
dude.
Stradivarius or whatever. Those really top of the line fucking $20,000 minimum for every child.
Every child. Yeah, they deserve that. They deserve that. I think we need to bring bagpipes back, dude. Make bagpipe. Like, replace every... If we could go back in time and replace every recorder recital with, like, a bagpipe recital, I think it would be... It would also be terrible overall because it would be, too much bagpipe. But I think it would be a little bit more tolerable than the recorder. Fuck the recorder.
I would personally
I'm-
replace it with hurdy-gurdy. Is that what it's called? The hurdy-gurdy?
What the fuck is that?
It's, you hear it a lot in, like,
What do you
folk
mean?
metal. It's a very unique sounding. You know it if you heard it. I don't know how to describe it, but it's like it has frets like a guitar, but it has like a thing on the side that you spin while you play it.
What?
Yeah.
Like a fidget spinner?
No.
It's the only thing I know that spins in this world.
Come up, accept your little award, thank your agent and your god, and fuck off.